This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, there he is, Officer Eric Perez from the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. Officer, how you doing, my brother? You doing all right?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. You're in one of the vehicles and everything. I like it. I like
I
it, my
am.
brother. I like it. I like it. There you go. There you go. All right. So first of all, first of all, thank you to the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. On behalf of Sean and all the people on our show, thank you for teaming up with us and building this partnership. And I'm really excited to see where we go from here and doing live shows with all of you out there. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for the support and the love, because you guys are fans too. You're watching the show and you support the show, so that's really kind. Thank you.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're really looking forward to the partnership with the Big O Show and everything that you bring to the table. Because like you said, we have a lot of fans that listen to the show that have been following you for a very long time, and we're all excited for the partnership with your program.
Looking forward to it. So, what do you want for head coach, man? What do you want for the Dolphins? Since but when you were coming on here, that was one of the subjects that we were talking about. What do you want for the Dolphins?
Well, it's funny because I told you before I'm a Jets fan.
Yeah.
So lifelong Jets fan. Don't hold it against me, but so of course I don't want a coach that's going to do extremely well. Because you can do it.
You want to sabotage us, huh? You want to?
Yeah. You can do extremely well.
You want us to rehire Adam Gase, is what you're saying, right?
Well, just as long as the Jets win the head-to-head matchups, then I'm good. But I guess there's the two main guys that I think would be potential coaches, and I'm sure they already know who they want in the in the position. But Doug Peterson and Maxwell, Caldwell,
right,
I think are the two main ones, and I think Caldwell would be a good fit.
Experience,
and they're both
you're
very experienced.
You're on the experience side too. Okay,
right. I love the experience. They've been to the Super Bowls already, which is the ultimate goal of any team is to achieve a championship. So they already have that experience, and not only just experience coaching, but experience in coaching in the biggest game and of the season. So, they both have a lot of things to bring to the table. So it's going to be interesting who they choose. And, like I always say, especially here at the police department as well, it's like any organization, you have to bring somebody into the organization that's going to fit well into the organization.
Sure.
You don't want to bring somebody in that's going to shake up things too much where it's going to affect the morale of the organization. It's somebody also that the players have to respect. So, somebody that can come in, demand respect from the players, and not just be a terrific coach, because we all know that, the head coach always gets all the glory, but it's the other people that work with him, the assistant coaches, the other staff that's there. So it's more important that we can get a coach that can build an organization around him and leaders around him, because the head coach can only do so much. You need a good quarterbacks coach. You need a good line coach. You need a good defensive coach. So somebody that can bring in the best talent in all those areas, and that's how they're going to build the organization and be successful. So whatever coach is going to have the opportunity to do that and lead the team, that's what they really need, and that's what every organization really needs.
Well, I got to say, you're about the most objective Jet fan I've ever seen in my life. Because, dude, it's not like you said, hey, go hire some clown. You said, Jim Caldwell, like me. You believe, like me, that you got to go get an experienced guy. So, at least you're hoping that the Dolphins give stiff competition with a guy like Jim Caldwell. So I like that. I like that you're leaning in the right direction there. All right,
yeah,
so go ahead.
I'm kind of like a little weird, because of course I'm a Jets fan, but I live in Florida, so my kids are Dolphins fans.
Right.
So, and it's not really like the house divided. Of course, I want the Jets to win when they go head to head, but anytime the Dolphins are playing, I'm rooting for the Dolphins, because
sure.
Of course I live down here and I want every team down here to win a championship, of course.
Sure.
But so I want what's best for them, of course. So it's
right.
It's not like all yeah.
Makes sense.
I spread the love evenly.
Exactly. There's pots and pans they're harmless.
Yeah.
we celebrate the right way down here, bro. We don't turn over cars and do all kinds of crazy stuff like in other cities. And by the way, I'm proud of that of our fans. We've had all kinds of championships. We never get out of control in any of our championship. I'm sure you guys end up arresting 2 or 3 idiots because there's always 2 or 3 idiots in every bunch. But when we see what happened in Philadelphia and in other places that they're tearing up, I'll give our fans credit, dude. Whether the Canes win it, the Marlins, the Heat win it doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
We actually party the right way. So that's actually a good thing for you, by the way.
Yeah, very good thing. Very good thing.
By the way, you guys are hiring now, right? And we've been mentioning it a lot that the Fort Lauderdale Police Department is hiring now. What do people have to do to find out about whether they're certified or uncertified? Because obviously this show is being watched all over the world, but all over the country right now. Maybe we've got officers in Chicago or New York, or maybe out west in Portland, where maybe they want to get treated a little better down here in Florida, where we take care of our police officers. So tell us a little bit about that.
So great question. Right now we are hiring. The best resource that we have is our website, of course, flpdjobs.com. And we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook under Fort Lauderdale PD. But ultimately, right now we're accepting applications for our certified positions. And a certified officer means somebody that's been to a police academy. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're certified in the state of Florida. Like you said, Chicago and New York. Like if you're a certified officer in Chicago, you're working for the NYPD or whatever agency, you're a certified officer. You're allowed to apply with us. And if we hire an officer from out of state, we would hire them. They get a higher starting salary based on their years of experience. And then we would send them to the equivalency of training class, which is roughly a 1 week, 2 week class where they don't have to go to a full academy, a full 6-month academy again, because they've already been to one. They go to a 2 week class. They focus on high liability areas, and then they take the Florida state officer exam. And once they pass that, then they're certified officer in the state of Florida. So that's a very lucrative thing to offer, because most agencies in Florida require you to get certified in the state of Florida first before they'll even hire you. So we're one of the only ones. I don't know of any other agency that doesn't. I think we're really the only one, but I can't say that 100%. That will hire somebody from out of state, accept that certification as long as FDLE, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, accepts it, and we'll send them to the EOT class, the equivalency training class. So that's huge. But with that being said, for people that have to go to the academy, the non-certified officers, if you're looking to become a police officer, you're looking for what they say is like a sponsorship to the academy. We would hire somebody, and the way it works in Broward County, you have to go take a swim test, physical agility test, and a written exam, and then you're allowed to apply for any police department in Broward County. Once you apply with us, if we put you through the process, you do the polygraph, the psychological, the medical, and the interview, then we would offer you the position, and then we would send you to the police academy. So not only are we paying for the police academy for you, but we're also giving you your full starting salary while you're in the academy, which is roughly around $63,000 right now. While you're just going to school Monday through Friday, weekends off, you don't have to live there. So it's a really big deal, and it's a really great deal. And it's one of those things, like you said, with I think you said it a few days ago about Tua, right? Where Tua is, and I'm a fan of Tua. I really like Tua. But one of the things that you said was they have to build a team around Tua. You can't expect Tua to be the Superman to accomplish everything if he doesn't have a good line, he doesn't have good running backs, he doesn't have good tight ends. You have to build a team around the quarterback if you want them to be successful. Yep. And I remember you saying that you could be the best quarterback in the world, but if you're in a system that is not built for success, you're going to fail. It's like putting Jimmy Johnson in like an economy rental car and expecting him to go win a NASCAR title. It's not going to happen. You got to put him in the fastest race car possible. And, that's one of the things that we do here is the culture in Fort Lauderdale, the opportunities to progress, the opportunities to seek specialty units, whether you want to be a canine officer, ride a horse, ride the ATVs on the beach, SWAT team, all those different areas. We give you the tools to succeed here. And I think that's really special, with Fort Lauderdale in general, is that compared to most agencies, we have every specialty unit that people could be looking for. And it's it's a great place to work. And I don't say that just because I'm the recruiter. Because I did leave Fort Lauderdale at one time and I went to an agency in the state of Florida. And, it's one of those things where, and I always tell people, if you don't want to apply at Fort Lauderdale, I don't get offended. Like, that's okay. Because every police department has a different culture and a different vibe. So you can go to two gyms. They both have cardio equipment. They both have weights. They both have a pool and a jacuzzi and a sauna. And you can go on one and say to yourself, I don't know what it is about this place, but I really don't, it's not for me. And then you can go to another gym and you're like, man, I don't know what it is about this place, but I really like it here.
Right.
And it could be something as like the front desk person saying hello and the other person ignored you, whatever it is. But, some places you'll feel at home and other places you won't. And it's nothing to say that the other gym doesn't have the best equipment and all this stuff. They could. Other agencies down here have amazing benefits, pay, equipment, cars, whatever it is that you're looking for. But with us, I just see that a lot more officers feel at home in Fort Lauderdale than they do at other agencies. And like you were saying with Chicago and New York, those are officers that are working in miserable conditions.
Yeah.
Most of them, their days off are canceled every week. They have to get mandated for overtime because they don't have enough officers working the street because so many have been leaving. So you have an officer working for 6 months that hasn't had a day off, hasn't done anything. And, we were lucky enough to be able to put a billboard in Chicago and New York, especially this time of year where it's like 5 degrees in those places. And they're looking at
that's ballsy. You guys put up a billboard in New York and Chicago. Well, I mean, the New York mayor is a freaking joke. I mean, what he's done to the officers there. I mean, I've seen some of that video that just enrages me. How people are allowed to treat officers. That to me is just disgusting. What's gone on in New York. So good for you guys that you put a billboard in New York. That is awesome.
So, I mean, it's and it was all over the news, like during Times Square, New Year's Eve. It was like,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got a problem here, officer. Hold on. If we get these New York cops to come over here, we got to convert them. They can't be Jet fans like you.
Well, most of them, as sad as it is, I'm like, that's the first question I ask them. I go, where are you coming from? They go, oh, I work in New York. I go, Jets or Giants? And that's all the first question. They say Giants. I'm like, we don't have places for you. You can't do it. No, but yeah, we definitely have to convert them. They have to come out.
We got to convert them. We got to convert. By the way, do we have you at least on the Heat bandwagon?
Oh yeah, I like the Heat.
Okay, there we go.
We still have LeBron, right? No, I like the Heat. I do like the Heat, but same thing. Like the coach, Spoelstra.
Oh, he's a monster. He's just so awesome. Talk about culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Talk about what Riley and Spo and that whole and Arison, because obviously you don't build a culture without the ownership being involved in it. And Mickey Arison and the Arison family obviously are part of that culture.
Right.
So it's just all around. Officer Perez, before we let you go, tell the folks that if they're watching, listening anywhere in the country, and they're thinking about, hey man, I'd rather move to a warmer climate in a great city like Fort Lauderdale and become an officer, what do they got to do to reach out to you to become a Fort Lauderdale police officer?
Yes, you can reach out to me. You can visit the website flpdjobs.com. The email is on there, but it's very easy. It's recruiter@fortlauderdale.gov, and Fort Lauderdale is spelled out FORT. You can email me. That's usually the best way to get a hold of me because I get the emails on my phone.
Sure.
If you want to call me, you can call either 954-828-3573, and 3573 spells out FLPD. Or you can call me on the direct line is 954-828-4791. But I have access to both of those. Or you can reach out to us through the social media channels, and I'll get a hold of people. But right now it's a great opportunity for those people that are looking to go to the academy because the applications are not open, so they have a lot of time to gather their documents together. On the website, it goes over what we need with the initial application. We're also getting ready to open up our detention officer position. And we are also I think that's gonna be it. I think we just closed some other positions, but detention is something that we're looking to push. It's a little different requirements than the police position. Police position, you got to be 21 years of age or older, have
Right.
at least 60 college credits or 2 years of law enforcement experience or 2 years of military. Where our detention officer position is 19 years of age with a high school diploma or GED. So it's a great way to get your foot in the door. We're looking to, it's one of those positions where we would love to have more local applicants, people that were born and raised in either Broward, Miami-Dade, or Palm Beach County. We would love Fort Lauderdale, of course, but anybody from South Florida, it's an opportunity for a young person to get involved in law enforcement early on, get their foot in the door, and then they can always transition to patrol if they want to. They can stay in detention their whole lives. We don't mind that, but everybody can get a hold of me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that they have, and and then we'll just go from there. And hopefully, just like the Dolphins bringing in the best coaches and the best staff, hopefully we can recruit and hire the best officers. So that way we can, have an even better police department than what I think it already is.
You guys keep doing a great job there at the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. We are proud to have a great partnership with you guys, and we're going to keep growing it. Go to flpdjobs.com if you're interested in any of these great opportunities and a fantastic career in serving our community. Officer Perez, have a fantastic weekend, my friend. Thank you for taking some time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And
You got it, my brother.
I'm on board with Caldwell.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Caldwell and the Dolphins. No more Jets, okay?
Oh, and the Dolphins. Yeah, of course.
All right. You good. There you go. All right. That is Officer Eric Perez, who promises to convert any New York officers to Dolphin fans. That's very important. All right. We already got him on the Heat bandwagon.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.